Man, have you ever stopped to think about how little we know about the bottom of the sea? Like everyone talks about space, galaxies, ETs and such, but there is an abyss here on our planet that is so deep that several Everests could fit inside it. I'm talking about the Mariana Trench, a place so insane that it looks like a horror movie set. It's the deepest point in the oceans, and even with all the technology, we've barely scratched the surface of this mystery. And you know what's most bizarre? There are living things down there. You can't help but be curious, right? Okay, let me tell you how this huge hole got created. The Mariana Trench is located in the Pacific Ocean, near the Philippines, and it's the deepest place in the ocean, like, what is gravity, level? The trouble started millions of years ago, when two tectonic plates, those giant plates under the Earth that are always pushing against each other, decided to fight. The Pacific plate was pushed under the Philippine plate, like a game of who can handle the most pressure, and as a result, this sinister crack appeared, over 11,000 meters deep. To give you an idea, if you threw Everest in there, there would still be room for water. And what's even crazier? It's so dark down there that sunlight doesn't even try to reach. Zero light, absurd pressure, imagine 100 elephants on top of you, and freezing temperatures. It seems like the perfect place for nothing, right? But wait, we'll get to the creatures that live there. First, it just absorbs the drama of nature, creating the biggest abyss on the planet. Who needs aliens when the planet itself is already full of mysteries, right? Now comes the craziest part, life down there. Yes, there is life in the Mariana Trench, even in that pitch black, with a pressure that crushes everything as if it were a piece of paper. And no, it's not a cute life, like colorful fish. The creatures there look like something out of a nightmare. There are some animals that look more like ghosts, transparent, eyeless, and somewhat gelatinous. Have you ever heard of amphipods? They're like giant, scary shrimp that live wandering around there. Oh, and there are also bacteria that eat stones. That's right, they survive by transforming ores into energy. Evil genius thing. And of course, there is no shortage of bizarre theories. Because, you know, a hole this deep can only hold something more sinister. There are people who swear that there is a portal to another dimension. Others think aliens used the pit to hide spaceships. And honestly, who is going to go down there to deny it? Because every inch down there feels like a deadly trap. But look, in the meantime, science is here trying to understand how these creatures survive in an environment that for us is like game over in 2 seconds. It's surreal to think that life can find a way even in the most impossible places. Nature is hardcore, my friend. Now, let me tell you about the human attempts to descend into this absurd hole. Because of course we can't see an unexplored place without thinking, let's go see what's there. But it's not that simple, right? The first serious trip to the Mariana Trench was in 1960, when Jacques Picard and Don Walsh descended in a bathyscaphe called the Trieste. This thing looked like a Jurassic submarine, but it could withstand the pressure of almost 11,000 meters of depth. They got to the bottom, looked through the little window and nothing. Total darkness, but to their surprise, they found a fish. Like, what do you mean, fish? Down there? We're already starting off with the mystery. After that, it took 50 years for another expedition of this size to happen. Who had the courage? James Cameron, the director of Avatar and Titanic. In 2012, he went down alone in a submarine called the Deep Sea Challenger, because apparently, making billion-dollar movies wasn't enough of an adrenaline rush for him. Cameron spent hours down there collecting samples and filming, and of course, he came away saying it felt like he was on another planet. But look, even with these missions, we explored like 1% of the Mariana Trench. Can you believe it? There are places there that have never been touched by anything human, as if it were the planet's last secret. And you know what's funnier, or sadder? We know more about Mars than we do about the bottom of the ocean. Something's wrong there, right? But in the meantime, the abyss is there, waiting for the next curious crazy person who wants to venture out. Could it be you? So this is today's video. If you liked it, leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. Until the next story.